Welcome to Reckless Paradise, everyone. I am your host, Marissa, and I'm here with my co-host, Dystro. Say hi.
Hello, everyone.
Wow, these headsets are really loud. That means my old headset at my other house is dying. That is like the worst way to find out.
Yeah,
Damn.
I can actually hear you like very, very clearly too.
That means my old headset at the house is dying and giving out.
Like I can still hear you on that old headset and stuff, but it's very how should I put it? It's not very crisp like this one.
Right. This is the exact same model that I have, but it's my sister's. It's pink. For context, I'm recording at my mom's house tonight because I decided to come over to her house on a podcast night. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring my tablet this time, and I'll just use my sister's headset because I know it works. It's like brand new.
Mhm.
So here I am. Happy Sunday, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. My weekend was pretty busy. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of last minute Christmas shopping. But other
Mhm.
than that, decent weekend. What about you?
Well, you know how my weekends are. It's always working,
At the
making
Jimmy
that money,
John's. At the Jimmy John's.
making that sweet, sweet money.
Sweet, sweet money. We are rapidly approaching Christmas, everybody. Christmas Eve is literally a week from today as of recording this. So from this point on, moving forward, any episodes we do to the end of the year, they are going to be pre-recorded. However, they're still going to be uploaded on the days that they're supposed to be, which are Thursdays and Sundays, and around the same time they usually get uploaded, which is usually between 10 and 10:30. So, just heads up on that. But anyways, thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you enjoy. So to spread the Christmas cheer a little bit more, let's talk about some Christmas movies. After last week's episode on Thursday, me and Daisho decided to gather up some Christmas movies and put them onto a list so we could talk about them. And we have quite a few on this list this year. However, we're probably not going to get to all of them because there's so many. But that means we'll have some for next year if we decide to do this episode again next year. Um, if you guys may recall as well, back in October we did the Halloween movies episode. So if you guys would like to go check that out, feel free to do so.
Mhm.
All right, moving forward, who wants to start, and which movie are we starting with?
I'll go ahead and start this train rolling here. So this is probably a very obvious one. The Santa Claus movies.
Ah, the Santa Claus series. Yeah.
Um, Man, those bring back a lot of nostalgia for me.
Now, how many movies are in that series?
Three?
Is there really three?
I think there's three. Unless there's one that I'm like forgetting about, which there
Hold up.
probably is.
Let me fact check that for you.
Cause like I know there's three.
Santa
Well,
Claus movie series, right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, there is three. The first one came out in 1994.
Mm-hmm.
The second one came out in '02, and the third one came out in '06. Wait a minute. Is that Tim Allen?
It's Tim Allen. Yeah,
Wow, I didn't know he was in that movie. That's cool.
I bet a lot of people did.
I really didn't because I've actually never watched the Santa Claus movies, but I have heard a lot of good things about them. It's like one of the most popular movie series of all time for Christmas. So,
Yeah, the first one, like that's what started it all, of course. But then I've seen the second one a few times, and then the third one's like it's okay. It's like it gets kind of like confusing towards like the middle part of the film and stuff. That's where Jack Frost gets introduced into the movie, and he's been played by Martin Short in that movie.
oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Now, out of the three, which one would you recommend for the people to see?
The first one.
The first one?
Hmm.
Okay. That's interesting, man. That's another movie we gotta watch together. Seriously.
Yeah, because the first one, it's like that's what I think kind of jumpstart Tim Allen's career a little bit again too. Because I think at that time he was about to start Home Improvement. I think
Oh, yeah, that freaking show. I love that show.
it was either like just starting or it's like it's about to start. I think. Um, but yeah, and then it's got Judge Reinhold in it from Beverly Hills Cop in it too. Um,
Ah,
so
yes.
I love the first one. It's always been my favorite.
Now, if you guys also don't recall, Dystro here is our movie enthusiast on the show, so he knows a lot about almost any movie you could tell him. Like, there's like very few movies that he's heard about.
Yeah. Um, around here, it's like I'm always the movie connoisseur. So,
Yeah, whereas I'm like the music connoisseur, like I know a lot of music and stuff.
yep.
All right, so moving on. Which one do I want to start with? There's a lot of good ones on this list.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of good ones on this list.
I'm gonna go with the Medea Christmas movie because I feel
Oh,
like
brother.
Medea has a movie for every holiday. There's the freaking uh the
Halloween.
Halloween one, which we've seen the first one. You
Hmm.
said the second one was pretty trash.
Yeah, it's not very good.
And then the Christmas movie for Medea. Now, I feel like my mom has this on DVD.
I have seen this. I
Have
have
you?
seen
Is
this.
it good?
Yes, it is. I mean, well, it's a Medea movie, so you're gonna expect hilarious intake in that.
Tyler Perry, my God, he's a genius in this freaking whole all the Medea movies. Like I don't know how he does it.
There's speaking of Tyler Perry, there's a documentary about him on I think Amazon or Netflix.
Really?
Yeah, it tells up like about his like whole life story up to like his adulthood and all that stuff, and how he came up
Hmm.
with the Medea character and all that stuff too.
I'll have to check that out. I didn't know that.
Hmm.
So, unfortunately, I have not seen this movie yet, but I do want to watch it someday. I love a good Medea movie. I mean, who doesn't? Medea is freaking hilarious. Now, do you remember what happens in this movie by any chance?
Not a clue. It's been a long time since I've
It
seen it.
has. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
But yeah, I do know that, like I said, this movie is pretty good based off of reviews I've seen, people that have talked about it. I
Hmm.
mean, how would it not be? I feel like the only okay Medea movie was the second Halloween one.
Yeah, it's because people like just didn't really care for it. Like I think they think the first one was probably been like the thing that just ties it together. And it's like, oh yeah, this first one's like it's the best one, but then it's like the second one came out. It's just like, ooh, did it really need to be happening? Sort of thing.
Right.
But yeah, I would not be shocked if they came out with like a Valentine's Day one.
Oh God, where freaking Medea makes everybody fall in love, or Medea breaks everybody up.
What the hell are you doing in my house?
You ain't Jesus.
Oh, oh, brother. Um, okay, it's my turn. Okay, this one. Okay, this one is related to Christmas. It is a Christmas movie. It's been a Christmas movie. Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. I think I've heard of that one too.
So it stars Arnold Schwarzenegger and the comedian Sinbad in it.
Oh, my dad likes Sinbad. He's a fast talker too.
Yeah, he really talks fast. Yes. The movie as a whole, yes, it is a Christmas movie. Um, because it's centered around like this toy Turbo Man, and it's like which is Arnold and Sinbad. They're like trying to get it for their kid, and Sinbad gets like the last one, and he's like trying to like track him down and all this stuff, and it's like a lot of like hilarity and all this. Even freaking, I think Big Show is in that movie.
Oh God.
I'm like, I've just remembered that. I just remembered that. Oh, that's like '90s cheese for you. It was like '95 when it came out, I think.
Really? Did Big Show still have the long hair at that time?
Yes, because this was
Wow.
during WCW. Yeah,
Now there's a Jingle All the Way too,
yeah.
as well.
That's got Larry the Cable Guy in it.
Wait a minute. I have seen the second one.
Okay, I've
Is
seen the.
this Santino?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
It is Santino. Oh my god, Santino is in the second movie. I have seen the second movie.
I've seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's like I get so excited when I see like celebrities
Wrestlers.
that I
Yeah,
know, like as
yeah,
wrestlers even. It's like, oh my god. Yeah, you're right. Big Show is in that. He plays Giant Santa.
yeah. I'm like, oh my god.
And Vern Troyer. He's from I saw him in the Benchwarmers movie.
Yeah, he plays Mini Me in Austin Powers movies.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he passed.
No, he died in 2018. God bless.
Mhm.
I saw him in the Benchwarmers movie.
Mhm.
Oh, he actually died by suicide.
Wow, a little trigger warning.
Wow. Damn.
Uh, for those of you who don't know, it's like he played Mini Me in the Austin Powers movies and stuff. A little trigger warning for the suicide thing. Um, that's not a good way to go. There's always somebody.
Yeah.
There's always somebody out there for you to talk to.
Yes.
Just letting you know.
I didn't know that though. Like, my God, now I'm never gonna watch the Benchwarmers the same.
Shit, I'm not gonna watch the Austin Powers movie the same.
My God, God bless his soul.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna go with the Mickey's series. It's Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas, and then there's also Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. I actually that is like my go-to Christmas movies. Ever since I was a little kid, every year I would watch those movies consistently. Like there was no year where I didn't watch them. Like I'm gonna be looking for them on TV this week. They were on TV last week, but I didn't get the chance to watch them. But I'm gonna look this week and see when they're gonna be on because I do want to watch them. They're literally my favorite Christmas movies of all time. It's a classic. Like I've always liked anything Mickey Mouse, and that includes another Christmas movie that Disney did a rendition of, which one of us will get to in this episode. Um, but yeah, Mickey's Once and Twice Upon a Christmas. What a classic! Have you seen those before?
I don't think I have. No, I've seen the
Really?
trail. I've seen the trailers for them, but I haven't seen like them entirely.
So the first one came out back in 1999. I'm gonna look for the second one. Twice Upon a Christmas. That one came out in '04. Both are good. It's like I think the first one has three little individual Christmas like shows, like little cartoons on them, while the second one has five. There's five different stories, Christmas cartoony kind of things.
Hmm.
Um, and all of them are really good. They involve Goofy and I think it's like Goofy and Max, which is his son. And
Hmm.
there's like Mickey and Pluto. There's Donald and Daisy. I think Pete was in the first one. He was in the first Mickey's Upon a Christmas.
Hmm.
It was really, really good. I loved them both to death. And I can't wait to watch them again this year. But you need to check them out because they're really, really
All right, if you say
good.
so. All right, so I'm gonna go with a movie that has been around since the '90s. Here, there's many renditions of it. Home Alone.
Oh yes, my mom has one of the Home Alone movies here on DVD. It's a classic.
Yeah, there's I think five or six Home Alone movies.
So which one was your go-to?
It's always either the first one or the second one for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because the third one, I had the third one, uh, and it just didn't feel the same. It just didn't feel the same.
Right.
Because then, because like Macaulay Culkin, like he went on to do like bigger things, and I think he was just like he was too old to be in Home Alone again, sort of thing. I think he was
Yeah.
doing like Richie Rich at that time. He was doing like I think they did the Michael Jackson music video and stuff, and like he was just like super big and popular, so like he wanted to be like his own star and all that stuff. But it's like the Home Alone movies, the first and second one's always my go-to. I
I think
say
I've
that.
seen the second one.
Yeah, it's the Get Lost in New York. Yeah,
Yes, I think I've seen that one.
yeah. First and second one's always my go-to.
I
Um,
think my mom has the first one. Now, there's one, two, three, then there's four, then there's Home Alone, The Holiday Heist, and then a new one from 2 years ago, Home Sweet Home Alone.
so there's one, two, three, four, five,
There's six.
six.
This one, though, the last one I just mentioned, Home Sweet Home Alone, has generally negative reviews from critics.
I wonder why.
I wonder why. I mean, like, I don't think it's the same actor.
Mm-mm.
It's like a completely different little runty little kid.
Yeah, because after the second one, the third one has a newer actor in that one.
Oh, it's like when you switch actors, like
It
it's
just
like
doesn't work
no, you
anymore.
ruined the vibe, man. It's like why?
Because like, funny that I actually brought up Macaulay Culkin. He got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Ooh, nice.
I was like, congrats, congrats,
Golf clap, golf
golf
clap.
clap, golf clap. Um, but yeah, it was like after the third one, I was like, I didn't really care for the fourth, fifth, or sixth one. I haven't seen the fifth or the sixth one yet, which I'm probably never going to. But first one's always my go-to, and the second one's always my
Hell yeah. All
go-to.
right. So, moving on, I'm gonna revert back to Mickey once again. So this movie I'm gonna bring up, there have been so many variations of it. And I actually have this one on DVD, but it's the Mickey Mouse version. Um, I'm talking about A Christmas Carol. I mean, come on. It's a classic. It's titled Mickey's A Christmas Carol, but the original is called A Christmas Carol. I've seen the original because I remember in seventh grade English class, our teacher made us watch it,
Hmm.
and we had to do like a little sheet, and we had to answer some questions and stuff that had to do with English class, of course. Um, but I also remember seeing the Mickey one when I was young, back in my day, when I was watching the Once and Twice Upon a Christmas. This one would come on right after. And I actually ended up buying the DVD last year at my local Walmart for like $10 because I've always wanted to own it. So I have it. And it's literally the same exact story as, the classic Christmas Carol movie from back in the day, but with Mickey characters. Now, Ebenezer Scrooge is played by fuck, what the hell is his name? He's a duck. What the hell is his
Scrooge
name?
McDuck.
Yes, yeah, him. He's played by him. Then you have like Bob Cratchit and like Mickey. Like, Mickey plays I think he plays fucking Bob Cratchit. Now that I remember that. Then there's like two little miniature Mickey dudes, and there's Minnie, and it's so cute. And Donald's in there too. Donald makes an appearance. He's like Merry Christmas, and he invites him over to dinner for Christmas and stuff. And it's just a really overall like heartwarming movie. I actually might watch it this week as well. Just throw it in my Xbox and watch it. I'm not sure yet though.
Yeah. It's like there's so many variations of the Christmas Carol too. Um, because like I know there's one that I'm gonna be mentioning in a little bit. Um, but like, have you seen the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol, the animated one?
The Jim Carrey Christmas Carol. I don't think I have.
So it was from Disney. It was like 2012 when it came out,
Really?
and it was full 3D animation and all that stuff. And Jim Carrey played Ebenezer Scrooge.
Really? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to find that.
And it was like one of those like you can like watch it in 3D sort of movies and stuff too. Um, but yeah, like I actually liked that one too. Um, because it was kind of like the resurgence of Jim Carrey when he was like
Right.
being like more like he was getting into acting more and like taking kind of like bigger and bigger roles and all that stuff. Um, which I was like, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, Christmas Carol is always a classic. It's always a classic.
The Mickey one, by the way, for future note, came out back in '83.
Okay, yeah, that was way before any of our time. So, all right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with a movie that came out in the '80s. Well, wait. 80, yeah, I think '80s. Yes. Uh, Gremlins.
Oh, Gremlins. That movie I've heard about as well. Haven't seen yet, but it
Oh,
is a
it's so
Christmas
good.
movie.
Oh, it's so good. It is '80s cheese as '80s it can get.
Classic '80s movie. Here we go. I'm a sucker for the '80s movies. I don't know what it is. Like, I just love the vibe of them.
It's like the little Mogwai who is like the cutest like little thing. It's kind of like if Furby was like an animatronic.
Oh.
So it's like the cutest little thing. It is very very cute. Um, but it's like it has like a young Corey Feldman in it too. Who starred in one of the horror movies that I brought up in the the Halloween movie review or Halloween movies in general, the Lost Boys movie. And this is kind of during the resurgence of Corey Feldman because he was in the Goonies, he was in Lost Boys, he was in this and stuff. So he was like in big, huge projects. And it's like the number one rule for this. It's like don't feed it after midnight. There's certain rules. It's like don't feed it after midnight. Don't get wet. Don't like do this. Don't do that and stuff. And what do these people do? They get water on them. They feed them after midnight and all that stuff. And it's like if you put water on them, it's like it like shoots at like little like fur balls and stuff. And it's supposed to like make like these little mogwais and stuff. But it's like get if you feed them after midnight sort of thing, it's like they turn into these like gremlins, like evil little shits, evil little shits,
Yeah.
and they just terrorize this whole town and all that stuff. It is a very good movie. We should definitely watch that together one day.
Write that down, write that down.
I did.
All right,
uh,
we have enough time for a couple more. What am I gonna pick? I mean, I feel like I'm leaving out a whole bunch of like the big ones. I'm gonna
yeah.
go ahead and go with Polar Express. I mean, who doesn't like that movie?
All aboard!
I actually just watched this movie again not too long ago. It was on TV the other night. And my God, that too is like one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. Like, how can you not want to watch that?
I remember this movie very vividly because I went to go see it at a theater when I was younger. Um,
Really?
it was a school field trip
To
to the movies,
the movies.
and there was oh god, I can't remember how many of us there were, but there was like 40 kids plus the teachers and stuff, so there was like
Holy crap.
maybe 48 of us.
That's a lot of kids.
Hey, um, and I remember like when we saw it and stuff, it was that one kid that like he was like hey hey, and I'm like please don't let that kid be like one of us in this theater right now. But I remember this movie vividly. It's like it's one of my classics as well.
I mean, you can't forget about the hot chocolate song.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
It's just such
memories.
a like a bittersweet like moment kind of movie. It's like, oh, it really gets you in the Christmas mood. Like it opens up with the snow, the snowman on the front lawn, and it's just like it really spruces up the Christmas cheer. And fucking Aerosmith makes an appearance in that movie as elves.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
the
forgot about
funny thing
that.
is, the singer elf, it actually looks like Steven Tyler.
I wonder if like it's like I wonder if one of the animators was like, okay, hey, as a practical joke, let's make one of the elves look like Steven Tyler.
Give them the big lips and all.
They're like, bet, and they like start drawing them. They start animating them.
I freaking love that. That was a nice little Easter egg in that movie.
Yeah, I forgot about that until now. Okay, so it's my turn. I'm gonna go with Elf.
Oh, yes. Can't forget Elf.
No, you can't really forget Elf.
With the Chad Smith doppelganger.
uh, what a movie!
That movie is funny. It's freaking hilarious. I've seen it a couple times.
I've seen it. Oh God, how many times now? I've seen it like so much. To be honest with you, like I used to own it on DVD, and I
Really? You
yeah
lucky duck.
yeah, and I would just pop it in whenever I wanted to. Um, man, it's like I just loved that as a baby he just crawled into Santa's like bag. He just went to the North Pole with him. And as soon as he was growing up, it's like, yeah, it's like, he's not even an elf. He's just a regular human being. He's like trying to fit in with all these other elves. Like, what a mismatch, you know?
For real.
But it's like it's always like another go-to for Christmas as well. Um, Especially with like James Caan in it. Like that dude's a real good actor too. I I
For
won
sure.
I wonder how they got him to play that role because it's like I mean even John Favreau's in it and he's like a Marvel movie director right now, you know. Uh, but it's like it's another holiday movie that's like supposed to get you in the Christmas spirit as well too.
Yeah. I can say that about pretty much all these movies on this list. Like they really just get you into the spirit, get you excited for Christmas, especially when you're a little kid.
Hmm.
All right, we
Okay.
have time for. I think we have time for one more. I think I'm gonna do the final one tonight. Um, hmm, which one do we want to pick here? There's so many good ones still on my list. Like I hate
Yeah,
to end it, but
yeah. I have like I have like old school ones. I have like Nightmare Before Christmas. I have Jack Frost, Krampus, Die Hard. Like there's like so many good
um,
ones. There's like
let's end it with the Grinch movies. We're gonna talk about both of them. Actually,
oh
technically, there
brother.
is a third one now. Apparently,
Yeah, it's the Funimation department that did Despicable Me.
that one I have not seen yet.
That's a good one too. That's a really good
Is
one.
it
Yeah, it's a good one.
okay? I'm going to talk about the old school animated one and the one with Jim Carrey. So of course the old school animated one. I mean, if you haven't watched that by now, wake up.
Wake up.
I have that one on disc, as well as the Jim Carrey one. I have both of them. I've always preferred the old school classic, just because it's the one I grew up around. I
Mhm.
didn't really necessarily grow up around the Jim Carrey one as much, but the old school one I'm more fond of. Like I find more enjoyment out of it. I don't know what it is. Like yeah, it's pretty short,
Yeah,
but sometimes short, sweet, and to the point is all you need.
I mean fair. Yeah, like the old school animated one. There's a Halloween short that's supposed to come before the Christmas one.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, I can't remember the name of it, but the dude that there's a dude that I watch on YouTube, and he did a segment called Dark Tunes on his channel, and he talked about that Halloween short, and it had a different Grinch layout, like a different animation for the Grinch, and it
Hmm.
was like the old school like book cover of the Grinch.
Yeah.
It was like on that cartoon, but then when they switched it to when they did the Christmas one, they completely changed the whole thing. Because like you didn't. It's like I don't think you saw Max in the Halloween one either. I think this is like before Max was even introduced. I
It's
think.
interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I mean, I always prefer the old school Christmas Grinch movie.
Yeah.
Um,
And then you have the
yeah.
Jim Carrey one, which that one's funny too. And my
Mhm.
sister has a friend that looks like Cindy Lou Who.
Uh,
Not even kidding. She looks exactly like Cindy Lou Who. The teeth, the hair, everything. It's funny. She's like the doppelganger to Cindy Lou Who. And the funny thing is she's actually here right now. I don't know if she heard me saying this, but um it's freaking funny. She looks exactly like her. And I've always liked the Jim Carrey one. Like I didn't find that though. I didn't find the Jim Carrey movie till I got older. I have that one on DVD as well. It's just really, really good. It's funny as how it's pretty long though. It's almost a 2-hour movie.
yeah, it's really really long.
But
Uh,
hey, it's a good Christmas movie.
Came out in 2000.
Really?
Yes.
Damn, that's like before my time.
Um, that's I was gonna say that's why I wanted to bring that too. Um, Jim Carrey in that movie, he had to undergo so many hours of makeup for that role.
I believe it.
I think it was like I remember reading like there was a documentary about Jim Carrey at that time. Well, this is like way after the Grinch and all that stuff. Um, I think it was like when he did the movie Man on the Moon about Andy Kaufman and stuff.
Hmm.
Like during that movie process, like I know a little tangent here, sorry. Um, During that movie, like he would be a total dick to people, and he would always just play it like he was Andy, like he was Andy, and he would just be a total dick to people on set and off set and all that stuff.
Damn.
But then when he went to do the Grinch and all that stuff, and they're like, yeah, yeah, like, no, we got the great Jim Carrey and all that stuff, and he's not going to be, this, prima donna and all that stuff. Well, what does he do? He becomes a prima donna on set because of the makeup that took forever. Because he had to wake up at he had to be in the makeup trailer at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then it took 5 to 6 hours of makeup, then go to set, and then do all the shoots that he had to do for the day, and then had to take the makeup off, and then go to sleep, and then wake up like early the next morning and do it all over again.
Wow.
And so like it took really did like a mental toll on him because it's like he felt like he was just like just dead, like literally. Um, I was like, damn, like I didn't know about that. Like I was like, okay, it's just the things that people do for our entertainment. But the actress who played Cindy Lou Who is Taylor Momsen, uh, who who sings for the Pretty Reckless right now.
Yes, I actually really like that group. I hear them on Show'em sometimes.
Um,
Really, that's freaking crazy. She evolved, man.
yeah, yeah, you telling me? But I was like, wow. I was like, okay. Because I didn't know like where she went, for all those years.
That's freaking amazing. That's cool.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, it's like when you talk about the Grinch, it's like nobody really brings up the Grinch that stole Christmas,
Yeah,
the
the old
2000 movie.
school animate. Oh, wait, which one? I thought the old school animation one's also called the same thing.
It is called the same thing, but it's like nobody really brings up the
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 Jim
Jim
Carrey
Carrey one.
movie.
Yeah, nobody
Yeah.
nobody really brings that up hardly
It's
anymore.
odd because everybody I've talked to, it's complete opposite. Nobody mentions the old school animation one. They all mention Jim Carrey. It's like, bro.
But it's funny because this movie is the number two most searched fantasy on streaming today right now. The
Wow.
the Jim Carrey one.
Holy crap.
That's crazy.
So, with that said, that's going to wrap up our Christmas movies episode for this year. We are definitely going to do another one next year. I'm going to save this list
Yeah.
and remind myself not to get rid of it when I go through my notes to do my purge because I delete all my old notes from months ago that I don't need anymore. Um, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I apologize if there is a movie out there that we did not talk about. We will get to it next year, of course. So yeah, next episode this Thursday. It's Dystro's birthday. Woohoo! He is turning 25 this year on the 21st, which just happens to be on a podcast night. That's crazy. So we'll be celebrating his birthday this Thursday. It might not be too long of an episode. Our birthday episodes are typically pretty short. It's kind of just a chill session. Just talk about what you did on your birthday or what you're going to be doing or all that crap. Um, so I'm very excited for that. So stay tuned this Thursday. It's going to be a fun one. And a week from today, of course, is Christmas Eve. So Sunday, a week from today, we will be doing our Christmas Eve special. We have never had an episode fall right on Christmas Eve. So this will be our first Christmas Eve special we've done ever on Christmas Eve. So that'll be a week from today. So you will not want to miss that as well. We're wrapping up this year very quickly. I also have our song for the night, and to get us into the Christmas spirit a little bit more, I picked out a Christmas song by Simple Plan called My Christmas List. I was listening to it last night again, and it really gets you into the Christmas spirit. I love it. It's just a cheery little Christmas song talking about how you want this and that and a million different gifts this year, and it's like it's so good. So that's tonight's song of the night, My Christmas List by Simple Plan. If you guys would like to check that out, I will put the link at the end of this episode at the top right hand corner of the video. I'm gonna put the audio, I guess, for it, unless I don't think there's a music video for this one. I think it's just the audio, or maybe even a lyric video for that matter. Um, so I'll put that at the end of the episode if you guys want to check that out. And as usual, if you guys stuck around to the very end, we greatly appreciate your support. Be sure to go on ahead and follow us on social media by clicking on the link in the description below. That'll take you to our Linktree page. We have Instagram, TikTok, Reddit, and Twitter. So go follow us there to keep up to date with the show, as well as the YouTube community page on our channel. You can go there as well to keep up to date. You just go to our channel, you click on the community tab in the center, and all of our updates will pop up there as well in case something goes wrong. We can't upload. So it's very important that you stay up to date with the show. And Dystro's gaming YouTube channel is there as well. He posts weekly gaming content. We play games too, outside of the show, and sometimes I'm in there. What are you at right now for subscribers? Have you moved?
I'm at 1,060 right now.
So you went up a little bit.
Hey, it's a small climb, but
It's a small climb, but it's okay. I'm still grateful that you hit 1,000 this year.
yeah, before the end of the year too.
Yeah, it was right on well, ours hit 200 on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah, mine was I think before that, like way before that.
Yeah.
It was like either August or September.
Wow. Jeez, that was like freaking forever ago, it feels like.
Yeah,
God, this year went by quick.
you're telling me,
Anyways,
sister.
we're trying we're trying to get you to 1,100 subscribers by the end of the year. We only have a couple weeks left to do that. So let's try to get you up to 1,100. If we can't, no big deal. I'm still grateful that everybody has subscribed to you throughout the year and pushed you to get you to 1,000. I'm still happy about that. But yeah, let's go subscribe to Dystro. Go share his content around. Show him some love. Once again, take a listen to tonight's song of the night, My Christmas List by Simple Plan. And that's it. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll catch you guys this Thursday. Peace.
Peace.